Hello, my name is Adrian Santiago. I'm a self-published sci-fi fantasy author. Um, hmm. I I didn't script this, and so I apologize for uh, moments where I have to gather my thoughts. I I'm making this video because a few nights ago I realized that I'd been had. I get a dozen emails a day from sometimes scammers, sometimes people legitimately trying to, drum up some business with, you know, cold emails. Um, and I rarely engage. I can spot them a mile away, especially the scams. Uh, and I consider myself an intelligent person. But uh, I'm also in a very vulnerable place in my life. Money is not tight. It's non-existent. It's a problem. And I have put a lot of time and energy into making this author gig work. And I'm trying to turn a profit doing it, uh, but only seem to spend more money on it. And for the last 9 months or more, I've, been on my hunt for a literary agent. I want to go traditionally published. I want my shot. And someone dangled my dream in front of me. And it was a scam, but they were very, very convincing. Um, like I said, I consider myself an intelligent person. And I've evaded scams in the past. This one was sophisticated. And now, with hindsight 2020, I'm seeing the red flags that I missed along the way. But they were very good. They knew the actual process of the publishing uh, industry. They knew what to say. They knew that a publishing company that was interested in an author would ask to speak to an agent and insist on there being a literary agent in between. When I didn't have one, uh, they said exactly what a publisher would say. And then an agent showed up. And these scammers knew that the agent would not ask me for money. The agent never did. I know that if that agent had asked me for money, I would have known that something was up. But they didn't. Instead, they got me started on the process. And they took me through the process. And they knew that query letters and edits on books and formatting, that these are part of the process. And they knew that those people charge for their services. And that's how they got me. They got $280 out of me. Thankfully, it did not come from my audience. I did, at the time, ask my audience for financial help. No one donated anything. And at the time, I was a little butthurt about that. But now I know that that was the universe looking out for you guys, too. And looking out for me, because I would have felt really shitty if I had spent your money on a scam. Thank God that didn't happen. It was just mine. I realize now that with AI, with ChatGPT and these others, one could very easily have the entire process of a publishing company spilled out for them. Hell, you could have ChatGPT write the email for you. You know, it used to be that these scams you could tell because they were very poorly written. That's not the case anymore. They're very well written. They're very knowledgeable. They know what to say, when to say it. They are using emails that are nearly identical to the real emails, because I checked. And I thought I thought that they were identical, but they'll swap out an L for an I, or vice versa, and all of a sudden that's a completely different email. You guys, look out for yourselves, protect yourselves. And I had more than one person throughout this endeavor, throughout this situation. I had more than one person mention to me that they're like, "Are you sure this isn't a scam?" And every time I told them the same thing, no, I looked into it. I went to their websites, I checked the emails, I checked all, the pictures matched up, everything was, yeah, no. I won't share the emails here because I have turned those over to investigative parties, as well as the people that they were impersonating. And legal is taking care of that stuff. And so I don't want to, mess anything up investigation wise. So I won't share the emails here, but honestly, they're just going to get new ones. So be on the lookout. I would say if you were approached by anybody that you think is legit, might be legit, and you are actually interested in engaging with this person, I would say go to that person's actual website and you send an original email to their actual email and make sure that you are talking to the same person. I should have done that. And I would have known right away that it was not them. I didn't do that. So look out for yourselves and don't let the possibility of your dream coming true cloud your judgment like I did. I was here thinking that my life was about to change. It's embarrassing, you know. I'm embarrassed, but now I got to let that go and move forward. So this is me letting it go, moving forward. All right. Peace.